Good afternoon and welcome to the midweek devotional for this week. Again, this is Pastor Todd. It's good to be with you today and to kind of drop in on your lives and remind you of the important things of God's Word. Today I'd like to share from Psalm chapter 51, just a couple of verses. And I was listening earlier today to a pastor on Facebook who was challenging his congregation in anticipation of them coming back in 2 to 3 weeks to remember that as we come back, we don't want to just come back and get back to normal, but we really want God to solidify in all of our hearts and our lives what He's done through this time where we've been at home. And his hope is that his church together would experience a revival. That's certainly my hope as we now think about coming back on the 31st and slowly through the rest of the summer begin to open up our ministries again and do the things that we did before. My hope and prayer is that we will do it with a sense of the revival of the work and the Spirit of God in each and every one of our lives. Psalm 51 is the prayer that David prayed after he had been confronted by the prophet Nathan about his adultery and sending one of his most loyal soldiers to his death and then kind of covering everything up. For a while, David had learned to kind of live with what he had done until God sent the prophet to set him straight. And as David was doing all he could to restore his relationship with God and get back to where God could again work and bless him in his life, he penned this Psalm chapter 51. A couple of verses for us today as we think about coming back from our time being away from each other. It says this in verse 16. It says, "You do not delight in sacrifice, or I would bring it. You don't take pleasure in burnt offerings. But the sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart. O God, you will not despise." I know for me, I always want to try and make sure each and every day of my life that I come to God with a broken spirit and a contrite heart. It's impossible in this world to live perfectly, and so each and every day we stay close to God by making sure that our spirits are broken and that our lives before Him are such that He can work and share with us and keep us where we need to be in our relationship with Him. So may the Lord bless you for the rest of the day, and may you remember that it's not just the things you do for God, but the spirit and the heart that you have. May you have a spirit that David had in your heart. God bless you.